What are your thoughts if you go back and watch that news clip and Eddie Murphy says, I'm just trying to pick up a newspaper at 4 a.m. and I see a person in need, turns out to be a transgender prostitute, police pulled me over a block away, and here we go.
Yeah, makes sense.
Leave it.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So let me ask you, because this is going back viral now, and I hate it for him, but Eddie Murphy. He recently has his video from his news situation where he I guess picked up what he thought was just someone in need of help. Turned out to be a transgender prostitute. In which, of course, he got no arrests, let him go. But that interview is going back viral.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it a few times now. So I'm like, man, you've been in Hollywood. You got to Hollywood young. And it's because of Eddie Murphy, his reasoning. He's like, hey, it was 4 a.m. My wife and kids were out of town, and I want to go pick up a newspaper to read. And then, Black Twitter, they love that kind of shit. So they go crazy over, hell no. What are your thoughts if you go back and watch that news clip and Eddie Murphy says, I'm just trying to pick up a newspaper at 4 a.m. and I see a person in need, turns out to be a transgender prostitute, police pulled me over a block away, and here we go.
Yeah, makes sense.
Leave it. Right? I mean, what's wrong with Black Twitter? Have your fun.
What's wrong with Black Twitter?
Have your fun, guys. Have your fun.
Nobody had laptops back then. You gotta get a paper.
That's true. That's true. The cell phones,
Uber.
Cell phones weren't.
You couldn't call Uber? 97?
Come on now. Hey, man. Hey.
Just saying.
Hey.
Whoa.
So let me ask you this because
you're trying to start shit.
Hey, you think like a man. You worked with Taraji.
Yeah.
She went, hey, we're not getting paid as Black women. We're not getting, our trailers aren't kept, and her and Oprah had a little thing for The Color Purple.
Yeah.
For you, after being on a few movie sets, a lot of movie sets, do you feel like that is a personal thing that she might have went through, or did you see disparaging, like, hey, do y'all talk about, hey, how much are you getting paid? What's your contract?
I know when we did Think Like a Man, it was, I think, what I was told was it was favored nations, which means the core cast is all getting the same except for Kevin, right? So all of us,
Part 1 and Part 2, because I know Kevin from Part 1 and Part 2, he kind of
did he?
Shit in 2 years.
Yeah, definitely Part 2. Definitely Part 2. But then I don't think that was the case, because I think what I was told was the pay difference was different, but not that different. I got paid at that point in my career more than I ever been paid for a movie. So I was falling back. I go, let them negotiate. I'm out. Because my manager kept calling, they want to do this. I said, why are you negotiating for me? Like, let them negotiate and we'll just be like, yes, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, so I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I don't get into people's finances like that. So I don't know. I know for me, like, there's been some independent movies I did that I was like, oh, okay. They always make it sound like there's no money left out there. I don't know. We all had the same trailers in Think Like a Man, except for Kevin, So I know on those productions, everything was up to par. I know when I did, yeah.
Shout out Will Packer.
Yeah, Will Packer, it was good. It was good. Byron Allen, every time I worked with him, it's been good trailers.
Would you ever do a Tubi movie?
A Tubi? Yeah, the pay's good. Nothing can hurt you. And here's the thing. Make fun of Tubi. Someone's going to come along, watch. Okay. Someone's going to come along on Tubi and be like, God, Tubi different. Yes, or it's going to go nuts. There's so much bad shit, but there's something that's going to come along and everybody's going to be like, damn, should have did Tubi.
I think Tubi more so pays after the fact. Would you go in the deal like, hey, we're going to put on Tubi, we're going to get it low, but you're going to have a percentage of the overall gross?
You still got to make it worth my while.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a point now, like for me to do a movie, I'm taking a pay cut because I can make more money doing stand-up. So there's been a couple movies I passed on in the past just because I was like, they wanted to hold me for like 6 weeks and I couldn't go work. And I was like, dude, the pay scale is so different. The money I can make in 6 weeks as a stand-up compared to the 6 weeks you want me to work on this movie where I'm not going to make that. I'm like, But I did a movie called Dottie and Soul where they worked with me. They made sure I was wrapped early enough Friday that I could get to my gig, and then I was back Sunday, and we were shooting in Oklahoma City. I was back Sunday in Oklahoma City to work. So I worked Monday through Friday, but they always made sure they work with me. What time's your flight Friday? And they sure I'm wrapped up so I could get out there. So that way I could do both. But that about killed me because I was working every day.